Hi, welcome to another video podcast. In this one I'm just going to go through how to insert graph paper as a background and then use a couple more of the maths tools and some other things that I've added to allow you to teach transformations. Mainly I would imagine this would be of use to people teaching GCSE maths. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the background to look like a sheet of graph paper. So these are in shared resources. I'll just collapse this back down so you see it. I've obviously just checked to make sure I know where they are. Grids, expand grids, and then if you click on graph papers, this will show you the graph resources that are available. I think I'm going to choose that one with the biggest squares. I'm now just going to stick a shape. No, I'm just going to draw some axes. I think the easiest way to draw the axes is to just go into the shapes tools. Now if you've been watching all of my video podcasts on math resources, this is different to the grid. There's no option to snap to here. This is merely a picture set into the background with squares on it. We can't snap to it, and we can't edit it with the grid designer in the same way. That's got pros and cons. In some ways it's much simpler, it just flashes up. So I've just set ourselves up a little set of axes. If you had more time you could label and put numbers on, and then I'm just going to insert a little square to demonstrate the tools, and I'm just going to make the colour a little bit nicer inside. I don't like the default colour, so just having to carefully make it so it fits onto the grid. Obviously you could ask students now to work out the coordinates of the corners of those if that was all labelled up. And I'm just going to now set the XY origin, and you should see that this is has a couple of uses. Now if I go back onto the select tool, when I go onto this little curved arrow, instead of rotating around its own centre, it rotates around the XY origin, allowing you and your students to see, get a handle on that transformation. Another transformation that you can make is I've added these two buttons here from to my maths toolbars. Just a quick reminder, if you go into settings, make sure you set to the maths toolbars there, and then you can just find those commands and send them across. There'll be details of that in one of the earlier podcasts from Mark's introductory session. And then these work very simply, just as imagine. This is obviously a flip about the x-axis, and it does exactly what it says on the can, or you can flip it about the y-axis. And obviously with all these transformations, if you change where your origin is, you change where these transformations operate around. Unfortunately I haven't managed to find a shear tool, but I still think that's quite useful as it is. Thank you very much.